And now there's potentially some dead fish
Yeah,
washing up.
so
One
just
problem
the
after
beaches
another.
are just not a good place to be right now.
No.
Manatee up in Manatee County, not so bad. Longboat
Yeah,
Key
that's right.
up in, as we move into Manatee northward, so it's not so bad. The weather is not going to be changing to cause any improvement in those conditions in the next week or so. We do look out on our Casey Key webcam. Not much going on there, although there is a red tide problem going along the coast there. Currently at Sarasota Bradenton International Airport, 87 degrees at dew point 76. The winds are southwesterly at 10 miles per hour. And it's those winds that are changing our weather pattern to more typical for this time of year. 91, the high today, last night's low 76. That's pretty close to seasonal normal. It's been as warm as 96 back in 2014 and as cool as 64 in 1976. Now, how hot does it feel like? Boy, it felt really hot this afternoon. We had a 103-degree reading in Sarasota earlier today. Right now it feels like 93 at Tampa, 99 at Fort Myers. It still feels like over 100 degrees in some parts. In Punta Gorda right now, still 104. And that's going to be a pattern we'll see through the weekend. Now, if you were very observant, you noticed the wind flow for the last few days has been from the south, bringing in a lot of moisture, making it muggy, a lot more clouds. But look, you can see by the clouds, they're moving in from the southeasterly direction. That's what we'd expect this time of year. It builds up afternoon thunderstorms. And we had a fairly good one in northern Sarasota and Manatee County along I-75 that's kind of washed out along Tampa Bay in the last couple of hours. And look at the radar way out there. You can see they're moving to the northwest rather than due north in our direction. So that's the change. It's a result of the high pressure, the Bermuda High and the ridge that extends over Florida has shifted a little bit, changing the wind flow. Very humid along the Atlantic coast, behind the stationary front, drier and not that all hot weather across the heartland, although Dallas it's 94. Houston's 95, Albuquerque 91, but the heat is really out west, and that's where we have the extreme fire danger. You can see the plumes of smoke in this GOES 16 satellite image from the two major fires, the Mendocino Complex fire in the northern part of the wine country. That's in Lake County. A lot of wine has grown up there. And just this afternoon, more evacuations for Lakeport, Upper Lake, and they've reduced the warnings to evacuation warnings around Ukiah, but the Carr fire around Redding, that is just where all those homes have been destroyed. There are 12,000 firefighters fighting that, and they've added 3,000 prisoners to help fight that, and you would hope the conditions are going to get better, but it does not look like that in the long term. These are the temperature forecasts as we look over the weekend. 102 at Redding, where that fire has been going on. A little bit cooler on Saturday and Sunday, 98 on Saturday, Sunday, but then look what happens as we move into next week. Bump back up to 107 for the high on Redding on Sunday, on next Tuesday. We don't have anything like that. If we're fortunate if we have some cooling thunderstorms in your area by comparison to what they're suffering out west. We will welcome these thunderstorms because it keeps our fire danger non-existent. It also cools things off during the afternoon, and that's what we'll see day to day. Here's my forecast for tonight. We'll have a chance of thunderstorms increasing later this evening. Low temperature 75. The average is 75 for this time of year. And tomorrow it'll start off dry in the morning, but then with the sea breeze kicking in and that thunderstorm engine developing a high of 91, it's still going to be hot with a heat index to 101 degrees. Any changes in our weather pattern? Not so much as we move into the weekend, the early part of next week. Maybe Tuesday we might have a sunny and drier day, but with each side of it pretty typical for this time of year. That's your weather.